Paris is not a city.
It's a world.
There is something about Paris. People just don't have anything else to do there but to love each other. It's a city of light, of love, of beauty, of romance, and of hope over fear, gratitude over cynicism, and light over darkness.
Does she love me? I know she does. Well, I'm satisfied with my gal. Will she kiss me? I know she will. Yes,
We recently had a visit to Paris, and I'm going to describe all about that memorable trip. What are the preparations we did ahead of time that saved money, time, skipping long queues for tickets to see attractions, and to stay on budget? We will discuss how some of the modern tools such as ChatGPT and Google Map help us in planning this trip. We will go through major must-see attractions, how to commute in Paris metro, food, some of the issues we encountered, and so on. So let's get started. We started on Bastille Day in Paris. Bastille Day is a national holiday of France celebrating the storming of the Bastille, a military fortress and prison, on 14th July 1789 in a violent uprising that fueled the beginning of the French Revolution. Besides holding gunpowder and other supplies valuable to the revolutionaries, the Bastille also symbolized the callous tyranny of the French monarchy, especially the King Louis XVI and his queen Marie Antoinette. Bastille Day has deep historical significance for the French people, which reverberates the French identity and resilience. The day typically starts with a massive military parade at the Arc de Triomphe and ends with a spectacular fireworks show at the Eiffel Tower that reflects French passion for life and liberty. For day 2, we plan to cover the Louvre Museum, Eiffel Tower, and an evening cruise in the Seine River. It is advisable to buy tickets ahead of time online, especially during peak tourist seasons. For Louvre, we booked the tickets for the 9 a.m. slot and were there at the museum grounds by 8:30 a.m. It's a good idea to start your day earlier, especially for Louvre. As the day goes by, the length of the queue gets longer and longer. Even if you buy your tickets online or book a guided tour which says, skip the line, you still need to wait in a queue to enter the museum and go through airport-style security checks. Louvre is one of the most visited and largest museums in the world, featuring about 35,000 works of art from different periods and cultures. If you choose to spend 1 minute in front of every artwork, it could take very well up to 65 days to see everything. On an average, 15,000 people visit this museum every single day. Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, probably the most famous painting in the world, is this enigmatic portrait of a Florentine woman, said to be the portrait of Lisa Gherardini, wife of a Florentine merchant. It was painted sometime between 1503 and 1519, when Leonardo was living in Florence. Mona Lisa's mysterious smile and her unproven identity have made this painting a source of ongoing investigation and fascination. Venus the Milo. This ancient Greek statue depicting the goddess Aphrodite is renowned for its exquisite craftsmanship and classical beauty. Venus de Milo was discovered in 1820 by a Greek farmer on the island of Milos. Olivier, a French sailor interested in archaeology, witnessed the discovery and encouraged the farmer to continue digging. Olivier and the farmer uncovered two large pieces of the sculpture and a third, smaller piece. A fragment of an arm, a hand holding an apple, and two arms were also found alongside the statue. Winged Victory of Samothrace. This statue in white marble depicts a winged woman, the Greek goddess of victory, Nike, alighting on the bow of a warship. Liberty Leading the People by Eugène Delacroix. This iconic painting commemorates the July Revolution of 1830 in France and symbolizes the spirit of liberty and fight for freedom. This painting shows the moment that Napoleon turned France back into monarchy. He brought in Pope Pius VII from Rome to bless him at the event. According to legend, during the coronation, he snatched the crown from the hands of the Pope and crowned himself, thus displaying his rejection of the authority of the pontiff. The Raft of the Medusa by Theodore Géricault, an emotional painting illustrating the tragic aftermath of the shipwreck of the French frigate Medusa in 1816. Louvre opens to public at 9 a.m. every day except Tuesday. If you're ready to stand in a long lineup, Louvre has a few cafes within the walls of the museum where you can grab a bite to eat or stop for a coffee in the beautiful setting of the palace and gardens. The Arc de Triomphe is one of the most famous monuments in Paris. The monument, commissioned by Napoleon, stands as a symbol of French national pride and honors those who fought and died for France, particularly during the Napoleonic Wars. The structure is approximately 50 meters tall, 40 meters wide, with intricate sculptural detail depicting various military scenes and symbols of victory. You can buy a ticket to go to the top of the monument. It offers one of the most beautiful views of the capital. Located on the far west of Champs-Élysées, it rules over the most beautiful avenue of the world. Evening river cruises in Paris are very popular among tourists and locals alike. They offer a unique and romantic way to experience the city's iconic landmarks, especially when they are beautifully illuminated after sunset. The combination of gentle flow of the Seine River and the stunning views of the landmarks like Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, Louvre Museum, and the many bridges along the river creates a magical atmosphere. Evening cruises can get chilly, even in summer, due to the breeze along the Seine River. As you cruise along the river, you will get to enjoy the stunning views of the beautifully illuminated Parisian landmarks. Some river cruise operators offer dinner cruises, where you can enjoy a meal while sailing along the Seine. Eiffel Tower is the most recognizable symbol of the city of Paris and has become synonymous with the city's identity, an enduring symbol of romance and love. It was completed in 1889 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. At 324 meters tall, Eiffel Tower was the tallest man-made structure in the world at the time of completion. Eiffel Tower is easily accessible from various points in Paris. You can take the metro, RER train, or buses to reach the tower's base. You can buy tickets to access the first and second levels of the tower. Tickets can be purchased online in advance through the official Eiffel Tower website or at the ticket counters near the tower. It's advisable to buy tickets ahead of time, especially during peak tourist seasons, to avoid long queues. To reach the summit of the Eiffel Tower, you will need to purchase a separate ticket. The summit offers most stunning views of Paris and is worth the additional cost for many visitors. For day 3, we plan to visit Saint Chapel, the Notre Dame Cathedral, and walk around the Seine River. Saint Chapel is a remarkable architectural treasure. Built in the mid-13th century, is a masterpiece of medieval engineering and design. Its soaring stained glass windows, slender columns, ribbed vaults, and intricate stone carvings exemplify the elegance and grandeur of Gothic architecture. The most remarkable feature of Saint Chapel is its stunning stained glass windows. These windows depict biblical stories and scenes from the Old and New Testaments, making it one of the most exceptional collections of the medieval stained glasses in the world. In 1991, UNESCO inscribed Saint Chapel along with the nearby Notre Dame Cathedral on the World Heritage List. Close to Saint Chapel, the Notre Dame Cathedral is one of the most iconic landmarks in Paris and is renowned for its stunning Gothic architecture, intricate stone carvings, and beautiful stained glass windows. Notre Dame Cathedral has witnessed numerous historical events throughout its more than 850-year history. It has been the site of royal coronations, weddings, and significant religious ceremonies, including the crowning of Napoleon as Emperor of the French in 1804. The cathedral gained global fame through Victor Hugo's 1831 novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Following the devastating fire in April 2019, Notre Dame Cathedral is now closed for visitors and renovations will be completed in 2024, after which it will be open to public. This Shakespeare and Company has nothing to do with William Shakespeare, but an iconic English language bookstore in Paris, known for its historical significance and literary connections.
Cause if you don't treat her right, man, you'll soon...
Commuting in Paris is relatively straightforward, thanks to the city's extensive public transportation system. Paris Metro is one of the most efficient and convenient ways to travel within the city. Tickets can be purchased at metro stations from automated machines or ticket counters. Bus, tram, RER, also known as a suburban train network that connects Paris with its surrounding suburbs and major landmarks like Charles de Gaulle Airport and Disneyland, complements the metro system. RER lines are integrated with the metro system, so you can use the same tickets for both.
And I ain't got nothing to lose.
There's an engine at the station and the whistle blows my name. It's calling, 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 come and get aboard the train. My baby's gone and I'm alone to live in misery. I'm gonna call and make a reservation for me. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride.
Here are some of the issues you might face while using Paris Metro. As in any major city with crowded public transportation, pickpocketing can be a concern in Paris Metro. Some older metro stations may have limited accessibility for people with mobility challenges, as not all stations have elevators or escalators. Finding public restrooms, including toilets, in Paris Metro can be a bit challenging, as there are limited facilities directly within the stations. If these facilities are available, they are generally located near the station entrances or in underground passages. Keep an eye out for signs indicating the location of the toilets. Paris has a network of public toilets scattered throughout the city. These are called sanisettes, and they are automated self-cleaning public toilets. You can find them on various streets, including some near major metro stations. Look for the green and silver kiosk-like structures.
War in the world we're rolling through. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train.
Paris is renowned for its culinary culture, with a wide variety of delicious dishes and mouth-watering treats to try. Embrace the opportunity to try classic dishes like croissants, baguettes, escargot, coq au vin, puff bourguignon, crepes, and French cheeses. Also, don't miss out on the delectable pastries such as macarons at local shops. Drinking alcohol in public places such as parks and streets is generally allowed in France. In most restaurants, service charge is included in the bill. However, it is customary to leave a small tip, usually 5 to 10%, for a good service. Check the bill to see if the service charge has been included.
Well, this train I ride on is 100 coaches long. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. If this train runs me right,
To wrap it up, here are some planning tips.
100 miles from my
It's advisable to buy entry tickets ahead of time online, especially during peak tourist seasons. We use the online tool ChatGPT extensively to plan our trips. Start by asking specific questions like, what are the top attractions in Paris? Get recommendations. For example, you can ask, can you suggest some family-friendly activities in Paris? ChatGPT can help you create travel itineraries based on your interests and duration of the trip. Here is a sample question. Give me the itinerary for a 2-day trip in Paris with commute options. You can also ask, how much does it cost to vacation for 3 days in Paris? Answers will give you an idea.
There's an engine at the station and the whistle blows my name. It's calling, 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 come and get aboard the train.
Finally, thanks for watching. I need to catch a train to Rome. I am super excited. I hope you will as well. So see you in Rome. Until then, au revoir.
Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. Gonna ride a blue train. I'm gonna climb aboard and ride until I learn to smile. I'll be knocking out the blues while I'm knocking out the miles, with my guitar beating rhythm to the click-clack of the wheels. I'm gonna sing the blues 'cause that's